So we're back on a trail. Big lump of gravel here. Sometimes I feel like I'm not sure I'll have anything to talk about. Same trail, done before. That's a beautiful old growth maples there. Spin. There we go. Did you get dizzy? Did we get you dizzy? Time to get dizzy. A little bit of an overcast day today. Old growth maples here. What do I got down here? Bear spray. Got my pink lace shoes on today. Woo! Alright, let's do this. Old growth dug further. Blossoms. I had kind of an epiphany the other day. A lot of times I wake up super early. I have ever since I was a kid. So I got up like at 4 o'clock. Did my jog. I think I did a video. And busy day. Did a bunch of work on my desk. Sorted a lot of things. I think I went and what did I do? Forget what else I did, but I did a few other things. Did some more socializing, which is definitely, as much as I love my friends and I love socializing, it's very draining. And I wish there was some way I could do that without it being so exhausting at the end of the day. But then I went and did some more socializing, like late, and I didn't get home until like, oh, that's right, I went out to dinner. I went out to lunch with the gentleman. So like I did what, 4 or 5, 6 different, well, not only did I go out to lunch with the gentleman, but then I have another gentleman who I hung out with a bunch of my friends. So, and then I went and hung out with even more friends. So, and that was kind of, my stomach was kind of turning at that point. I didn't really realize that I was really overdoing it. Like, I mean, even for a neurotypical person, that might have been a lot of socializing for one day. Yeah, maybe not. But, show you this blossoms up here. I think that's hawthorn. Yeah, it's a hawthorn blossom. Anyway, so yeah, so I got home and, oh, all of a sudden my gut was just like, no. And I'm just glad I didn't eat a lot. I think I had some tea. Whew. And I really honestly It was that burrito, the older gentleman earlier in the day, and I was like, oh Lord, I hope there wasn't something wrong with that meat or something, because it was a little sketchy. I don't know, but my stomach was turning. It was churning. It was rumbling. It was grumbling. It was like, yeah, we're gonna give you Montezuma's revenge. We're gonna stir it up a little, and I guess I just keep forgetting that if I push myself, I push myself, I push myself, it has a really bad effect on my gut, which is really common for people with ADHD, autism, or I don't know so much about ADHD, but at any rate, my gut was on fire, and I was sure I was going to throw up, and which is a common thing that I do, but I've never really like looked at it deeply. So it's kind of like an investigator. Feels like getting this diagnosis is like now I'm doing even more deeper dives into what makes me tick. And so I was asking myself, okay, what happened today that all of a sudden my gut is just really hurting? And I was like, oh, yeah, okay. You know, not only did you get up, you jogged a couple miles, did some filming maybe even, and went off and had lunch with someone after you spent hours at your desk. And then it's like, it feels like I just don't have pacing. I don't have pacing. And I don't know if any of you feel that same way. It's just like, it's either go to oblivion, go, 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 you know, boom and bust. And so, yeah, I'm sitting there, for sure I'm going to vomit. And usually it's not just that. It's like, it's Montezuma's revenge, along with vomiting. And you deal with GI issues, you'll understand, you'll know what I'm talking about. And so anyway, I was just like really trying to calm myself down, not stimulate myself with anything else. Like, okay, I'm not going to look at any media, I'm not going to read any books. I'm going to just try to calm myself down, you know, take a shower, figure out, you know, do some things to calm myself down. And oh, the new growth on that, isn't that beautiful? So pretty. All the tips. Lighter color of green. I think some people collect this and make a syrup. They have it. It's soft. Beautiful. So anyway, yeah, so there I'm trying to calm myself down. Trying to not vomit. Like, I don't want to vomit. I don't want to vomit. It's just so painful and just... And I can see, and I think I even read where there's a connection between anorexia and autism. And I remember, and I've always had different kinds of eating issues, food issues. And as a young woman, I remember when I moved out of the primary foster home I was in most of my childhood into this other home. And the food she made was like deep fried, greasy, just really greasy. And it just kind of made me feel ill when I'd eat it. And this lady she was something else. She like always wanted me to watch her children. And then she would sometimes give me money for it. She's a very angry person. Oh, look, we have some beautiful, I think this is called Nootka rose. It's a little native rose. Brush up on some of I just actually found a book about native flowers and that. And I think I I made her get out here on one of my walks and see if we can identify some stuff. Or jogs. It's kind of like a fast walk. But anyway, where was I? So if I get to the point where I've taken a shower, I'm laying in bed, and I'm just trying to like be all zen with my stomach. Be like, you're good. We got this. Some deep breathing. Trying to self-regulate. Calm my nervous system. Thinking, oh, maybe I should do some chanting. I don't know. What do I need to do for my body? And eventually I was able to use the bathroom, but I didn't vomit. And I was like, oh God, I think I'm gonna vomit. Nope, you got this. You're not gonna vomit. And then I'm not sure what this one is. It sure is interesting. At some point it'll. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I think that is also hawthorn. There's this one where you push the little seed pods and they pop. Not sure which one that is, but these are kind of interesting too. I'm not sure what this is. It has these little dark fruits that set in. Kind of interesting. It's not the Indian plum. Not sure what that is, but we'll have to figure it out. Anyway, so I'm definitely trying to calm my gut with my thoughts. And then I was thinking, oh yeah, wish somebody would just like lay on top of me. That's what I was thinking. I was like, maybe that's why people use the weighted blankets. Maybe I need to get a weighted blanket. Just need to feel like some kind of compression or something on top of me. There's a nice giant stinging nettle. And a lot of people eat them when they're younger, when they're just coming out in the spring. Anyway, so I was really grateful that I think I took a shower, relaxed. I think I changed the sheets on my bed, and then I lay down and I did not vomit. And I was just so grateful for that. And I'm also was really grateful for the fact that I was able to kind of walk back through my day and like a little investigator and try and discover like what happened, what was going on. And basically probably the ADHD side of me pushed the autistic side of me so much that, yeah, I'm not really even sure how all that works, but I overdid it. I really overdid it. And my gut told me all about that. So, yeah. Oh, here we go. We got some of the hawthorns setting in here. Little berries. This little one is a little bit further along. See how the berries, the blossoms are kind of gone over, and we've got these little seeds here. That's the flowers that have gone to seed. It's kind of cool. Bit by bit, they'll turn red. Now, hopefully, I can show you that. That's always kind of been my idea with the channel, is to show things through the seasons, which I find really fascinating. We can see something once and be like, oh, that's cool and all, but if you see it change through spring, summer, winter, fall, it's pretty fascinating. So the video actually selects the thumbnail. I think I can pick one or I can upload one and determine before the end of this walk to find something really cool that the AI generated thumbnail will find fascinating and choose. So it's not like some crazy long shadow that it chose before, which just looks a little creepy. Ooh, look at this one. Licorice root fern growing on the side there. It's every kid's dream to have a tree like this. Look at that. You can just get up to that branch. It's just maybe a little help from your mom and dad. There's the river again. Look at this beautiful river. Look at that. Looks like the water's up a little. Little seabird out there. Sometimes the gulls come up here. All right. So if you're following my channel, let me know what you did in nature this week. Did you get out? Did you do something? Oh, I'm fast enough with the camera. See if I can get on him. There he is. There. Very cute little guy. So yeah, I guess GI issues are common. People, neurodiverse people, and I've dealt with them my whole life, especially as a child. I remember having to drink prune juice all the time or eat prunes, and I attribute that to just the stress of the abuse and not being recognized and given accommodations for being autistic. Like the way this sky droops. Little droopy, droopy. Hey, droopy. Droopy. Some more were planted recently. Actually, probably they're 5 or 6 years old now. So now that I recognize that pushing myself, I mean, it was that last activity that I did, I really told myself, you need to just make your bed and go to bed. But sometimes I get people will say, oh, why didn't you go to this particular thing? You weren't there. What's wrong? Blah, blah, blah. And then in my mind, I'm like, oh, well, I don't want people to wonder where I'm at or whatever. But I honestly need to stop caring about any of that, which I feel like I'm getting better at, because the alternative, woo, let's get dizzy. The alternative is projectile vomiting, and it's just not fun. It's not fun at all. I've done it most of my life, and it's not fun. And creek bed dried up. To be louder on this corner. It's a corner to come upon bear. I think I've already said that, but we'll say it again. Yeah! Yeah! Just make a little shout out. There's gonna be that one fun thing that I'm gonna find for my thumbnail. That's an elder. It's starting to set its little seeds. I think that's the native elder. Yeah! Maybe that can be my thumbnail. I'll hold on it for a minute. Maybe AI will select it. No, I really enjoy watching horse training YouTubers, and one that I love to follow is Free Spirit Equestrian. And if you haven't seen her channel yet, follow her, because she's just the most loveliest person. I hope someday I could meet her and maybe ride one of her horses. It would be a lot of fun. It would be my dream. She has a riding school, and she's just a wonderful person with her animals. She takes really good care of them. And then she gets out on these beautiful trails, and she ponies some of the younger ones. And it's just beautiful, because I know I'm never probably ever going to own a horse. But in watching her videos, she's filming while she's up on the horse. Like, I get that beautiful experience of feeling like I'm there in that space. So that's what I'm kind of hoping my little videos do for you. I think I'm going to try and stay quiet for a little bit, just so you can hear the birds and enjoy nature other than my water bottle jiggling. You can imagine that you're just out here by yourself, enjoying the peaceful, beautiful warmth of nature. Oops, we're not going to take that call right now. Nope. We'll do that after. Babysitter. My babysitter. Reaching up for the sun there, are you? It's a good spot for you. I think, here I'm talking, that's okay. I believe that my gut issues are definitely related to overdoing it, like pushing myself, and really like to learn strategies. Maybe I'll talk to my therapist about it, but better strategies to help combat that. I don't do it often, but I do it enough that it is troublesome. There's more of that beautiful rose blossoms. Nootka rose, is it? A little bit of an overcast day today. But it's pleasant. It's not too hot, not too humid. Ah, beautiful forest. Woohoo! There you go. See a little pollen. The nettle. I have a friend that when these turn to seeds, she'll eat the seeds. Nettle. Cottonwood.